Hi guys, welcome to So Easy by Sandy. Today we are making one of those quilt blocks that look really complicated and troublesome to do, but it's actually real easy and fun. It's called the Card Trick Quilt Block and we're making the easy version, of course. Okay, here's what we'll need for this block. 4 2-inch wide squares and 2 5-inch squares, wide or light fabric as you prefer. And then we will need 2 2-inch squares and 1 2 by 3.5-inch rectangles in 4 different fabrics like so. These are the ones I picked and are some of my favorites. Now we start by cutting our 5-inch wide squares in half, in triangles. And then we add one of each color squares into the tip like so. And the reason why we're even adding these wide triangles is because for me, a card trick quilt block looks better with the center in a diagonal position. And you'll see what I mean in a bit. I mean, yes, you could have just made the center and kept it as a square, but it just looks so much better this way. Now that we've added these triangles, what we want to do is press them like so and, trim the excess off. Okay, so now that we've done this bit, we can just start and assemble our puzzle. Yeah, it really is that simple. So first, we take our 4 squares in the center like so. Well, maybe not like this. Yeah, much better. And then come the rectangles. This one goes here. This one goes up there. This one goes right here, and this one goes right there. Ooh, that's pretty. You can already see them getting entwined. I am loving it already. Then the whites, and then, of course, come our triangles. Now, you can match the fabric to the side, or you can just mismatch it, which I guess is what I am going to do. Let's mismatch this. Like this, and like this. And there you have it. This is our quilt block and it is ready to be sewn. Before we continue, just a quick reminder that there are dozens of other quilt blocks in the playlists for this channel, so you can go ahead and check them out after this one. Also, if you're liking this particular project, don't forget to tap the like button so YouTube will know how you feel. It will help grow our channel and I really appreciate it. About this whole quilt block making we've been doing, you know what? I know we all have very busy lives and that we have very little time to actually do what we love. And I, for one, know exactly how it feels to, just want to be creative during my day and not have a lot of time. And so I would end up talking myself out of it and go do something else instead because there was no way I had the time to do any of the projects I could think of, from start to finish. So I just would do nothing. And for me, quilt blocks, are the perfect antidote for that kind of mindset because they are quick to make and they are so satisfying. And in just a couple of minutes, you can make one from start to finish and just look at it and feel proud of yourself. And at the same time, get your creative fix, if you will. And for a beginner, for someone who's just taking the first steps into quilting, I cannot think of a better project to train and to improve than to make quilt blocks. Okay, now we are going to start to sew from the center to the outside, always making sure those seams are nice and nested to make sure we don't create, a big bulk in the middle. But now we just go ahead and nest those seams, making sure we have one on each side. Like this, this one's here, the other one's there, and let's go. And I don't usually work with such tiny squares. I prefer the larger pieces because they're just easier to work with. But with all these pieces adding up, this block is just getting bigger and bigger, so it makes sense to use smaller pieces instead of just ending up with a quilt block that could be used as, a tablecloth or something. We are done with the sewing, and the next step is, as always, to press it and trim it before calling it a day. I know that some people don't really like using white for quilt blocks. I love it. I think it is the best possible contrast you can ever get. I mean, sure, it's a bit basic, but that's exactly the point. When you use white fabric, you can use busier fabrics and not have it be too much, not overwhelm the whole thing. Particularly if you think about a whole quilt. I mean, this is one quilt block. Can you imagine having like 20 quilt blocks, 30 quilt blocks all together? If there wasn't a bit of white, to rest your eyes, you would probably not even notice the whole pattern. and that would be a bit of a waste. Also, I would like to point out that if you had like 3 more blocks, you know, a bigger square made of 4 quilt blocks like these, there would be a diamond in the middle with all 4 of these fabrics, and it would look just so cute, so cute. Okay, let's trim this. So this is an 8.5 8.5 quilt block. That's a big one. Okay, maybe we turn it into 8.25 because it really is huge. Not a tablecloth, but you know, a placemat almost. I know I'm exaggerating. I'm a big drama queen. And there we have it, friends. Our quilt block is done and it is looking gorgeous. I just love this kind of braiding. I don't really know what to call it, a knot maybe? Gorgeous. I love it, love it, love it. I hope you do too. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and our quilt block, and I will see you really soon. Bye bye.